Сумели сделать.
Да, уже и в первой половине. Ну, не потеряли нить к раундам, большие молодцы. Поначалу, конечно, казалось, что Nemiga будет дальше переезжать из раунда в раунд, но вот после этого примерно где-то момента, после того самого экшена от Джейма, мы... Арсений
качает,
просто,
качает, ребята!
Арсения качает хайлайты на нашей замечательной трансляции. Напомню вам, с вами Слом и Сеня, Сеня и Слом трансляции. Подписывайтесь на нас в соцсетях. И также не забываем подписываться на соцсети Мейнкаста, друзья. Они все есть под каналом трансляции.
Ну и снова хайлайты от Джейма.
Ну, давайте уж третий раз посмотрим хайлайты от Джейма. Все-таки, ну, других хайлайтов не было. Давайте смотреть это 3 раза. Нет, конечно. Друзья, у нас небольшой перерыв, как я понимаю. И после него мы вернемся и продолжим смотреть за событиями на первой карте этого гранд-финала.
Strong.
Virtus.pro, как упомянул Арсений, дали микрокамбэк в первой половине.
Да, собрались и, собственно, стали как-то, не знаю, понимать те действия команды Nemiga и потихонечку, ну, набрали уже 7 раундов. Тут мы абсолютно не знаем. И кэфы, кстати, поменялись очень сильно за игру. Там сначала фаворитом были Nemiga, они, собственно, и остались, но сейчас, я так понимаю, все снова 50 на 50.
Да, друзья, head-to-head между командами 11-2-2. Вот в перерыве посмотрел. Ну, на самом деле, это существенный перевес за Virtus.pro. Опять же, 2 раза команды играли овертаймы. Встречались они абсолютно на разных событиях. Ну, в основном там, конечно, это вот события и CMDL, и SL1. Также прошлый РМР. Ну и посмотрим, как сейчас будут двигаться ребята из Virtus.pro за атаку. Напомним, что старт матча для них действительно...
Apps.
Were they trying to show the bomb?
I don't know. I think they were hoping it would get spotted, but they're about to return to an A stack. They have no idea. But they're actually through a couple of steps B and then regrouping. Hey, they're walking straight into Nemiga's pistol stack. 4 members ready for this take, and maybe now, just as they prepare, this aggression starts to come in. Spotted and executed. Now gets awkward. Bomb spotted ramp as well. Geo baited in. They will pre-fire it, but that's a quick shot from Kickert. He needed both, and he gets them both. Jame onto box. Problems now for the CTs. Only 2. And both spotted. Yeah, this can just whittle away at Lollipop on CT. And he's trying to hit one shot into Sanji. Doesn't want to give it to him, but he takes it by force. Great shooting. Lollipop's not out of this one yet. He's keeping Kicker and Buster both busy. And he's finished off in the end. Kicker with a triple kill to make that T-pistol theirs.
Good round from Kickit there. He was a little bit quiet in their earlier games, especially against Na'Vi just yesterday. And he's one of these members of the star trio, at least the previous star trio of VP, which was Jane, Buster, and Kickit. Those three very, very handy as a trio. Bringing Yakinda in adds an extra layer of firepower. Obviously, less kills to go around.
True.
But, impact still to be found, and that is an impact round there from Kickit nonetheless. Now, the force buy from Nemiga. We can see what they're working with. Box onto the scout. We've got an MP9 for Lollipop, Deagles for the remaining three. Smoke grenades here to try and corral VP into some choke points. But the flash on over, Kickit wants to see if he can continue the entry fragging over towards ramp. But meanwhile, Buster's done exactly that towards short. First blood goes to VP in round number 17, and Lollipop wants some info.
Yeah, Lollipop's going to get a lot of room, and Kickit is watching the back. Maybe aware after that last ramp presence they seem to like getting pushy, or maybe a tendency that they are previously been made aware of. There's no real hurry for VP right now. Kickit's going to get a surprise right about now. Takes a bit of damage, down to half, but he gets the frag, keeps all that utility, keeps the rifle up, and then keeps that kind of idea of where these T's are going a little curious.
Executed.
Buster, beautiful work. This is nice. No threats to be found with these small upgrades, the Scout, the Deagle. Nothing really finding placement here.
Yeah, looking much cleaner now as Sanji. He takes Speedak out as well. It's just Box to hold on to this Scout, and the only real damage to note is Kickit, who did lose a little lick to that push from Lollipop. But now Box, can he hold on to this? They don't really even need to chase. A Scout on a map like Mirage, sure, it can be dangerous if you pop out Connect, you get a tag, you move back to Ticket, you get another tag, you get a couple of pistols tucked in towards the site. We could start spinning a yarn, but I don't think too much can be done for old Boxy boy. 4 kills, 4 assists. The lowest rated player statistically for Nemiga. Just a matter of holding on to this now, and footsteps have been heard around him. Sanji wants it. Sanji's going to get it. Another kill for Sanji. That's 2 within the round. 1,200 smackaroos, thanks to his SMG of choice. I'd say he plays more. You know how we check in AWPers and we have a look at like AWPers frag distributions?
Yeah.
I'm going to actually check out Sanji's and see how close his SMG kills are to his rifle kills.
Oh, that's a
because
good one.
it really does feel like this kid, more often than not, is having to be serviceable with an SMG.
Yeah.
Now, if you can make it work, that's great.
I mean, it's almost a necessity with the current state of the economy. When you're having a tough game, you need one player that's got an affinity for it and can contribute for more or with less. 3 of them up mid. No one contesting. It seems like Nemiga are happy to give middle over to VP, and they're taking liberties. They know they're getting this for free. You can see they're much more swift.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter where VP finished right now. The fact it's not a 5-man stack and we're not working with any nades, there's no deagles. The P250s, the CZ, they can still be very potent. They can still get you a kill, but should be immediately traded. It's really just a matter of where VP want to finish, and they're just being thorough. They're flashing through. They're making sure they're taking information. Mid-control. Normally, you would be a little bit scared against Nico with mid-control because you get pincered from so many angles, but lucky for them, it is passive towards the sights, tucked on in towards the balcony, and on top, Buster finds Box. Buster finds Lollipop. And that should be the... Oh,
that's fine.
Did he mean to do that?
I don't know, but it looked good.
That looked really cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've got these stats up for Sanji, and I've just filtered it down to 2020 alone, so we'll
What's
just look at more
Sanji?
recent. His highest is the AK-47, 905. Coming in next at number 2 is the M4, 532. Coming in at number 3 for Sanji is the Deagle at 145. But in at number 4 is the trusty MP9 with 131 kills. So very high up in his frag distribution there, Sanji with the MP9. Takes a big slice of the pie on the old pie chart.
Good fragging from Buster. Kick motivating them. They're starting this half as they mean to go on. It's 3 in a row from VP. Fans calling in. You can join it at IEM.gg/fancam. And as the utility is exchanged, Box readies himself for early presence in middle. Previously not contesting it, but now with the rifles, they got Speedak having a look and a run boost. Well executed, getting Yakinda across. We saw a couple of early deaths for him when setting that up in their previous series.
Just a reminder of how good Yakinda was at punishing middle consistently, beating Electronic at one of the better positions he plays in. So wondering if we even need that level from Yakinda here, because it looks like so far VP are pretty much onto task. Box already starting to get a little curious, and there is still 2 lingering around. Bear in mind, Sanji is towards that underpass. Attention drawn. Oh, and yeah, while all this happens, A-piece instantly set into motion.
Yeah, this is tough. Lollipop's got a lot of work to do. Sanji finding Box's M4 and it hurts him. 5v4 into the site now. Lollipop hiding in the smoke. He's desperately trying to use it for an advantage in the peak and off the flash. It's great. Another frag found. Buster and Yakinda refusing to quit, though. They've equalized. A quick flurry of frags. It's Yakinda caught by Gio. And now into the what could be a tough bomb plant. It's currently ghost bombing. It is Buster that has it.
They have to fight here. They can't
flash.
go for this.
Yeah, no flash. This is no fun. And that's the frag they were waiting for. Nemiga should have 9 here. It's 10-9. First map of the best of 5. Needed that.
So it's a bit of a bonus situation for VP going there. You could see a couple of MAC-10s carried on through, and now they can bring out the AK-47s. If they can neutralize Yakinda's mid-presence in a lot of these rounds, we know that he's been a nuisance in the past and in recent history against some other opponents, against some bigger names than RVs of the world, then Nemiga could be battling back into this one. The game did start looking very one-sided, but VP have still got the lead. How long can they hold on to it? Round number 20 about to get underway, Jane, with the signature AWP, mid-utility once more. And, well, there you go. There you see Yakinda and Jane, that combo, the biggest fragging forces. And, oh, the opening, it was looking so good, but Box denies it.
And Box hasn't had a big performance, but those flashes that set into motion the previous round, and this kill is kept Virtus.pro from the door. This is lovely work from Lollipop. The classic flashes sent in from Speedak, isolating 2, leaves just Yakinda, and you know where he is. Already getting that first kill in towards Gio. And Yakinda now looking for a whole lot more. The bomb's down by Ramp. He's got almost no avenue into this. That could help though. Speedak the first on the way. A minute still to play. Are we feeding today? That got a little sketchy. No trade was there because the molly came in. That could have been a lot worse.
It might just be one of these situations where Nemiga have had the discussion and said, look, we really don't have anything to lose here. We're coming into such underdogs. We've already taken down the likes of Spirit and Fours within this run. We may as well just fight. May as well be a bit biffy. See what they're able to pull on off. And, well, that's the 10th round. So things are starting to look good again for Nemiga. Buy again for VP. This time no ult for Jame. It'll be 4 AK-47s and Sanji down to that Deagle. You got Buster leading the charge here with 17 kills. On the other side of things, it's MDS with 20. And there's the biggest fraggers as we get back underway. Standard mid-utility smoke towards top mid. Yakinda uses that to pop on through. Smoke towards window, and now he wants to play around this connector smoke. And Box is on the other side. Spam on through, knows that somebody's home. Yakinda has a lot of angles to worry about once this window smoke starts to clear. So Ops 2. Oh, is he going to re-smoke himself? Someone will do it for him. Going out towards connector now. They put a smoke down their own and molly to clear. Seeing what damage they can do. As this CT smoke starts to fade, Yakinda will be able to walk on in and still have their own smoke up to guys. Any peering eyes from the A site, but Lollipop now under pressure towards ramp. So just a standard default. VP applying pressure all across the map here. B, A ramp, halls, connector, everything.
But look how little they have to play with though. Once you get past the AKs, which obviously are great, you still have the Deagle with Sanji and then one smoke left with Yakinda and the bombs at spawn.
Yeah, I don't like the puzzle they've presented themselves with.
The thing is here that it's a bit constricting. Because of so much time on the clock, you can see how antsy Nemiga are getting. Lollipop has to push. And he gets the kill.
He gets it. That's a big frag. Buster and, well, only Buster, deciding that he's not done with the round. He's walked in and Jame could catch Box. He's been given a new lease of life though. Compelled forwards, Jame does find him in the end. So a 4v2 and bomb down courtesy of Sanji. Jame going back around the world to the T-spawn entrance point. Maybe Gio wants to just save this. I think it may be better in the grand scheme. What is it? Well, loss bonus, 1900. Yeah, this is not fun for anyone. Doesn't pull the trigger, but Yakinda will find him. And even MDS's hunt goes awry. So everybody goes down. A full wipe of Nemiga, and they're going to be forced into an eco. He says with bated breath.
I would be very unlikely they force by here. Well, unless Speedak wants to go for a hero orb.
I've seen the CIS hero orb.
It's just, it's one of those things where it's like, how desperate are they? It's map 1 of a best of 5.
Take your time.
If they feel like they have to get it done in 3, because then we move into Vertigo and Overpass as the final 2 maps of the series here, then maybe they would want to go for something more aggressive. But that's not the case. They've just opted into a couple of upgraded pistols, 2 Deagles, 2 P250s, 2 HEs, and both of those have been lobbed on through already. Not really any damage to write home about, as Yakinda will still make his way towards the mid box. Speedak, has his position been noted? If it has, this smoke that he's trying to use as a one-way eventually will fade and he'll eventually fall. But before that happens, he goes down and Buster out Palace again. So a clean round from VP, looking good. MDS last man standing. Bomb should go down any moment, even though it is in T-spawn. But
Any moment now.
Should be 12-10. Has the pace of this game, it seems very individual at the moment. There have been executes, there have been set pieces, but a lot of the duels we're missing because they're all lurking out individually, and it's not seeming like it has too much rhyme or reason. Like Buster just lurking out Palace there and going for fights. Maybe it's just we know we're versus an eco, so we want to go for kills. But you can see there's no like crazy trade potential, especially for VP in that first stuff on their CT side. They were pushing ramp on their own, they were pushing mid on their own. It's more coordinated now, and it feels like they've got their aim under their feet. Now it's a matter of can Nemiga bounce back into this game. They will be able to purchase going into the next round of play. AWP will be out. Do they opt for a double AWP setup? Do they think maybe if they can poke and prod in 2 areas of the map and find an opening or 2, that might be the change-up required? Because I was looking at the stat lines for Nemiga coming into today's final, and within the realms of this tournament, so 12 teams in total, obviously 6 within each group. They're 5 group stage matches plus their 2 playoff matches, the quarter and the semi-final. The only stat line that sticks out for me is their conversion was second highest regarding 5v4s. So when they get the opening kill, it feels like they are good at converting those rounds, but opening kills, you know, all those other stat lines, they were just middling of the pack. It wasn't anything crazy. I think it's just standout performances, right? I mentioned the likes of Speedak. He had 2 very good games. I've got the numbers down here. In the playoffs, he had a 26 kill game against Spirit on Nuke, and he had a 27 kill game against Fours on Nuke as well. Now here you see MDS with a 20 kill game. He's clearly standing out with the likes of Lollipop. So if they have one more individual step up, maybe they're onto something.
It's pretty top heavy though.
It is.
It's pretty quick from Yakinda in middle. Got himself into the smoke. Flash for Geo, and Yakinda's waiting for the aggression.
So slow, such a slow pace. No one biffing and brawling, just waiting. Vent room given again. Geo making noise, smoke heard. That's a re-smoke for connector, but they already have vent room. I don't even know if they have any idea they already have vent room.
No, I think he's actually managed to get fully set up, slipping the net. There's 3 were leaning B. They drop a smoke and start stacking back towards the A side. James could be caught here. Yeah, it's a chance for Bog, but only his arm visible. And he slips away. Concedes connector on the reload. James taking that space by force. I think they want to go B. MDS thinks so too. He's been spotted though. Doesn't go down. Yakinda hitting the shot, sees the rotate and trying to pivot back. Buster's found as well. Perfect round from Nemiga, and Yakinda doesn't go down without a fight. Traded by Kickit, but he has fallen a 4v2. And with the bomb on Kickit's back and 3 CTs hunting for his info, he's just going to dump his util and try and get into B.
He's made it up short at least.
Yeah, MDS confirms it. Sanchi spots him and hard shots to be hit here. MDS knows time is his best friend. 20 seconds, Kickit yet to cross. Box on the flank, and MDS still having a game, and a big game at that. Yeah, he's got 21 frags as MDS. He had a T-side and now showing up here on the defense as well. A crucial round. And then time for another buy round.
Yeah, well, we've had Speedak crack the double digits now as well. We just need Geo and the likes of Box to catch on up. 7 and 6 kills for those 2. Here was Speedak taking Jame out from the window position, and MDS doing a great job over towards the site. Pressure was coming. They did have the number advantage. All he had to do was not over peak, and you can see them getting pumped on up. We spoke about the fact that Nemiga are boot camping, and they're one of the few teams, I think, along with Gambit, who have been doing so throughout this CIS RMR event. Now, Geo's aggressive middle. He wants to take a fight here. There's 3 on the other side. Jame just messing around with the bomb. Bullets through. Not going to tag on Geo, but this is going to be a matter of time. He's going to get the kill.
Nice.
Huge. He can get away.
Oh, I think he does now. That would have been a lot of utility just gone, but Box is double dipping. He's walking up mid now. Okay, we want to see maybe a change of pace, and we could potentially be seeing one if this is going to be Nemiga forcing the fights. And I'm a bit worried about Box being there, considering Underpass, I don't think he's being actively watched, so could be a problem. He's keeping eyes on it now. Speedak misses the cross, and Box is killed.
Run boost.
Yep, run boost was perfect, and the shot that follows is even better. Mid is theirs.
Still no full commitment. Lollipop could stop this right here.
Good, and you think, well, finally, Kicker wins a duel versus Lollipop. It's been a long time coming. Needed that one. MDS has rotated through, and I'm afraid unless he gets a quick double here, he might just have to accept the save. Looks like he's doing the latter. Doesn't even choose to contest. So they'll get the bomb down, and VP pursuing the 13th. Just a question of saving again. But yeah, very slow pace to start us off here. MDS could and would have a duel. Sanji goes down.
Money's okay on the side of VP, so Sanji's death there. It's not the worst. They will get the win bonus coming on through the purchase. No dramas. And now it's just a matter of closing this one out. When you look at the other side of things, it's starting to be dribs and drabs of rounds. We were noting in the first half of VP, it was pistol round, then 4 or 5 rounds went before they grabbed their second, and then another couple rounds went before they found their third, and then until they hit that spree towards the tail end. But Nemiga, they are cracking along as far as opening duels are concerned. They're winning 14-10 right now. VP are smashing them multi-kill wise though.
Yep.
23-10.
In terms of fragging, I mean, like seeing 2 members on 7 frags.
Yeah.
Looks odd.
Very quiet stuff.
Was Gio one of the players you pointed out who's having good performances previously, above his traditional rating?
He had a 23 kill game against Spirit on Inferno just yesterday to get them to this point. So he's also now the 2nd highest rated player for Nemiga within this tournament, traditionally the 3rd. So I guess you know, between Speedak and Gio just changing those slots, but to have him as only a 40 ADR man going into a very important opening game, not ideal whatsoever. Timeout taken. Need to talk through their final options here. Only a couple of rounds left. Both teams have used 2 tactical timeouts. And both with 2 remaining. As VP, their buy is solid as a rock. Whereas Nemiga, there's showing some cracks. We have Box onto a Scout. Utility is good. 2 defuse kits. Scout's the really only omission here. So even if Box can find a couple of tags, get himself a couple of assists, that might be the impact they're looking for. But they can't leave gaps like that run boost. That was the key to the last round, and it seems like it was in comical fashion. Yukinda's going to punish this. I think he might even try and push through this. The smoke kind of favors him here.
Yukinda managed to worm his way in towards jungle several times, being nuisance by the stairs as well in that Na'Vi game.
Oh!
Okay, doesn't need to see him. Smoke there, player there, don't matter. Whole wall was in the way, but he knows exactly where they'd like to sit, and Yukinda's just carrying on. This guy's just tearing through them now.
Yeah, he's considering Lollipop as well, and he's gaming tonight. Yukinda having a final as he's pulling VP into the 14th. Ooh. Only MDS and Gio, and he's continuing to flank. Yukinda's got no chill.
Hold on, does Yukinda have a rain sticker on that gun? That's a man of taste there.
He is so flanky right now. Buster.
Oh. Just kept his head down.
You will spot him if he looks on the lip, but I don't know if he's turned around. He's continued his adventures through Underpass. And MDS doesn't want to trigger discipline, which might lead to his death. He's jumped into Buster and...
Hello?
Oh, do it, Yukinda. Do it.
Oh, Yukinda.
Stop making noise, B-Abs. Stop making noise, B-Abs. Oh.
Come on.
Wait a second. Wait. Okay, now. Oh.
Jump on his head, and then knife him twice.
Let's go.
Yes! Nice, Yukinda.
Yukinda's sick.
Patience. That is patience right there from Yukinda. Other players, they would have just killed him, but Yukinda, he knew his moment would come.
Oh, that wallbang. This shot on the jiggle as well, not too shabby, and he gets a knife as the 4th.
It's just like those Velociraptors, you know what I mean? They don't fight you straight on. They wait till on the side. Clever girl.
Clever girl. US Air Force tactical timeout. VP want to finish this one off.
Yukinda's such a little gamer.
It's been great between Buster and Yukinda. It's a fantastic duo. They're opening up these sites. You've had Buster coming out of Palace during some of these ecos. You always had Kick It on the pistol round coming out of ramp. You've now had Yukinda coming through connector. Everybody seems to have a position where they've got multiple kills on entry. James hasn't even had to do a lot. He's got 15 frags to his name. Sanji down the bottom there on 7, but regardless, they're getting the victory. It's really on the other side where we're noticing the lack of fragging from Speedak, Box, and Gio, and that's because they're losing. That's kind of just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
Because you lose.
Oh yeah, look, if you're not getting the kills and you're losing the rounds, that's all we can really put it. But Deagle's out, P250s as well. This one here has a matter of time written all over it, as it will be the complete stack over towards A site. You can see the last two members, Geo making his way back over with the likes of MDS. MDS is in limbo. He doesn't know where to go right now. He's back and forth, ends up over towards the B site. And can Yukinda do it again? 4 on the other side of this one.
Yeah, I have that sneaking suspicion he's going to be just fine. Geo has gone down, they run into the spray, and actually Sanji does pick up the pieces. It could have spiraled out of control, but the weapons are no longer retrievable. Sanji tucked in on the sandwich, and yeah, he is nothing but a snack for Yukinda. Just MDS working on that P250, make it a deagle clutch as you walk through the streets of, where are we, Monaco? Morocco, that's the one.
We've been getting a lot of ghost bombs today. Oh, we're in for a treat.
Hey.
This will be 15. It's just it's
Hey-oh.
fizzly, isn't it?
Hold on.
Oh.
MDS wants a deagle kill. Doesn't get it. That's 15 to 11. And we are looking for match point. In fact, they got 4 of them. Map point, I should correct myself. Of course, best of 5 grand finals ahead of us. This is Nemiga's pick, and it started oh so strong, an 8-7 half. They've only posted 3 rounds here on the defense. And VP's map pick next. It's just 2. Our next arena. Speedak on the AWP, of course, really forged a path for himself through his time in Hard Legion. Seeing him join up with a strong roster that is made. It's quite the stir here in New York. It's actually taking an Aggie AWP towards the B apartments. I love this fight, but it does, once you go for it, kind of commit you to 1 or 2 uncomfortable plays.
I'm surprised Sanji didn't hear that final footstep. So maybe that was reported out to the squad, but regardless, Sanji's taken a lot of room over towards B, and what that means is the rotation's coming. But check out Speedak still in this position.
That's
if anyone jiggles it.
He's actually got a kill.
Yeah, he didn't move, and you don't expect players to post up there for a long time. This is usually on a timer. Now they try and get out of mid. Sanji's fallen as well. One way on the smoke. Yukinda knows that Speedak was underpass as well. Ooh, might catch another.
Oh, good
All
damage.
of that to bail him out.
Yeah.
Win the round at least, so I don't see Jane winning a 1-on-4 in this environment, even though he is good. This is not a round that will be easy to win. 55 seconds left on the clock. AWP in hand, over towards B he's going. If he takes MDS out, he can plant and then set up a post plant, but this is the first hurdle. This is all down to timing.
I'd love to sell you the story, even though I'm not that creative enough.
Now we have a bunch more maps to sell that storyline, so we'll save it for at least map 2. We won't be getting into any crazy 1-on-4 situations right now, as the scoreline is now 15 to 12. So relatively close stuff here for VP. We still have them as the heavy favorites coming in today's matchup. Nemiga with a bit of a dream run, marching through the playoff bracket, coming into the 3rd seed from Group B after a loss to Gambit on the final day of play. Took out Force 2-0, took out Spirit 2-0, 2 of the bigger names here within the CIS region, and now they've found themselves in a grand final that nobody would have expected, nobody would have predicted. The boot camp's been paying off, and now can they push this match any further? Yukinda on the entry towards A ramp up. It's just Lollipop. He's tucked in towards Shadow.
This is horrible for Lollipop, burning alive. 52 HP, down to 0 in a quick second. Sanji makes light work of him, joined by the mollies and everything else that was there, including the 5 of the T side that have come through. Now that's going to be a bomb plant any second now. There it goes. And there is a trade back in. I guess Kickett's death was instantly answered, though, by Buster finding MDS. We're down to 3 for the CTs. This could be all but over.
Box's flank is everything in this round. Are they going to be patient? Are they going to wait for him to make the first move, or do they strike without him?
I think now would be the perfect time. Box arrives with the first. He could get Jame as well, spraying into that challenge. Oh, and tags. Buster's in trouble. Does find Geo. Jame onto Box. Now Speedak to clutch. Buster's low. Closing the gap with a USP, but time not on his side. He's got to find 2 here. And he can't even find 1. VP. They'll take Nemiga's pick, albeit close. And that starts off our best of 5 with the favorites. 1-0 up.
Alright, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. 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 3 seconds, 2 seconds Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time. In the towers, looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise.
Welcome back. First map, VP, they take it. Nemiga fall, and it was practically the full 30 rounds. A 16-12 scoreline. Chest Bunch Bertrand in his fancy new jacket. Laura Pansy Scott in not fancy, but it is nice. I like it. Yeah, it doesn't. I wouldn't put it in the same fancy category.
No, that's very fancy.
That's fancy.
I don't like this now.
Yeah.
Quite formal.
I don't like this now.
Well, it's the last day.
Now I feel like I'm being teased.
No, now.
Why do you have to take it as a
It
negative?
was
We're
nice
being
in
nice.
the beginning. It was a compliment at the start. But
Your
now
Your
it
own
just
negative
feels-
bias isn't our problem.
Still is. She's got a point there. Your glass is always empty. It's not our responsibility.
Yeah, well, I like to drink some water, so that's always through a bottle anyway. That's why I don't use glasses. I don't like doing dishes. But speaking
8-7
Of
on
washing.
the half. 8-7, and it was actually the final few rounds of that CT half that kept VP in it. But coming into that second half, Lauren, we did watch as, well, the superior side took over.
Very much so. Yakinda came into play. Everyone came into play. It was a much better looking side. They had potency to it. That CT side did look a bit dreary. We had a couple of individuals, James saving the day here and there, a couple of bits and pieces, but the pacing got changed and the better team showed up in that second half.
I think you saw the change, right? The last 4 in a row that they were able to pick up on their CT half, that's on the side of VP, was the confidence going into the second half. They picked up the second pistol, they converted quite cleanly as well. That force buy from Nemiga didn't do anything, then it was just the pistols, and from that point onwards, there was a couple of wobbles. MDS was doing his absolute best, Jane with the Zeus making everybody at home very excited. And this, considering it was the third round, this is why we were worried, because it was needed a Jame multi-kill just to get them into the game. 7-3 the scoreline, 7-8 on the half. So VP, they turned it around in a big way, and I think it was just grand final nerves that they needed to push on out. And now I think we might actually see the real deal VP going into Dust 2.
We need to see the real deal Nemiga though, because what, 2 of their players turned up, which wasn't enough to convert.
Look, we spoke to Gio in the pre-match, and he had a lot to say. He said, "We're going to play our game,"
and they did.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously their
doesn't
game
matter about the opponent.
Doesn't matter about the opponent.
You guys took notes from the interview.
Play our game.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could write that down since 2014.
Yeah.
We'd have the notes ready
Yeah.
for that kind of interview answer.
In comparison, obviously, the other comment that was made of important game, we know them well.
Yes, they do know them well,
classic.
and it is an important game.
Well, it is, yeah. Now,
no denying that.
Definitely no denying
But I
that.
was ridiculed for asking how to say Gio's name because apparently in 2020, casters should know the team that
Were
they've
you
casted
ridiculed?
twice. Yeah, he said, "Oh my God, this is the standard in 2020." I was like, "Dude, I've cast the guy 3 times. Why not ask how to
Imagine-
say
Well,
it?"
you want to know how to
You-
know it properly. Get it from the horse's mouth.
Imagine
Yeah.
being so insecure that you can't ask someone, hey, how do you prefer your name being pronounced?
Yeah,
That's
no,
Alexander.
actually, it's your job to know that, so I can judge you from
How?
my ivory tower. I don't
How
know.
are you meant to
I don't know. There's a lot of
Oh.
deluded people on the internet, and of course, the power of social media means your opinion is, well, you're tricked into thinking it's valued. We do have the DHL drop, though, and which Polish player holds the most MVP medals? It's either Taz, Pasha, Neo, or Nax. Oh, that's a tough one. Let us know in the chat with exclamation mark DHL drop followed by A, B, C, or D. And for those rude boys from Twitter, that's the first 4 letters of the alphabet.
More
You'll
than
find them
6.
on your keyboard. Right, we'll peace out for now. We come back. It's map 2 of our best of 5 final.
Are you the biggest CSGO fan? Then look out for the DHL Drop Quiz and show off your incredible CSGO knowledge. Reply with the right answer in Twitch chat and track your position on our live leaderboard. Will you make it to the top and win the €1,000 prize? Hashtag Gamers Unite.
On Intel Extreme Master Certified PCs, you'll find a gold badge. It means you'll find brilliance inside, that you'll get high-grade components like Intel Core i7 and i9 processors that'll deliver the uncompromised performance you need to game like a pro. Not to mention, every purchase supports the prize pool of Intel Extreme Masters. Intel, unleash your brilliance.
If you want to know what you're good at and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Snix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Different. we've been friends for a long time now. Always have a good time whenever we go out. But you've been calling me up all the time and sending me signs and giving me them eyes. And you've been saying that you found the one, texting me junk and you wanna talk, but you can't say why. I can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. Doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why. Feeling lost like I just wanna time back time. I'm choked up, tell me how do I stay.
Intel Extreme Masters New York Online is brought to you in part by Intel, Acer Predator, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, DHL, AT&T, U.S. Air Force, and GG Bet.
Map 2, Dust 2, VP pursuing the grand final trophy. It's IEM New York, the Commonwealth of Independent States, duking it out. I'm Machine, I am a host, I sometimes commentate, I talk for a living, and you guys cast a vote in pursuit of some goodies from DHL. There was 4 options, A, B, C, and D. You cast your vote in the chat, and the answer is 7 MVP medals. It was none other than Snacks. It's a good guess.
We were discussing either Pasha or Snacks.
Yeah, I don't know who it would have been, but it would have been my top two.
Yeah, we were saying like, Neo if it was all time.
If it was all time, definitely Neo.
But if it was CS, you think Big Apple, Snacks.
Yeah.
You think Walking in a
Wonderland.
Snacks Wonderland. Like all the events, I'm like, oh, he's done quite a few of these.
Oh man, Snacks, that was a gamer. That is a fragger, and there's 10 more of them stepping into the server. So Dust 2, everyone knows how Dust 2 goes, Chad. But do you know how this one's going to go?
Yeah, just taking a quick look. This is normally either the first or second ban in the standard best of 3 series for Nemiga, so definitely not a home court for them. In the last 10 times they've played Dust 2, they've only managed to pick up 3 wins, but 2 of those have been on the trot. More recently, one as a 16-8 victory against Fours within IEM New York. If they're able to replicate that here against VP on their map choice, I will be very impressed. Let's get this one underway. We have Nemiga starting off on the CT side. 4 sets of Kevlar, a kit with flashes on box, and, well, a truckload of utility on the other side of things. VP with 2 smokes, 2 mollies, a flash, and a P250 for Sanji.
Okay.
This is where my worry came in. When I looked at the map pool, I went, if Nemiga's going to win, it's going to be something like a reverse sweep, especially with the way the first map has gone. I do not see this sitting well with them. I want to be proven wrong. I want to see how they got here. I want to see how they got past some of the more favored teams. As Yakinda already going to be seen. Lovely flash, and look at the burst off the back of it.
Yeah, Box has got no armor. If they hit him first, he's going to start getting shaky aim. He does fall to Yakinda in the end. Just the body shots peppering away at him, and they're hunting. They want to double up on his peak, and Yakinda's got the bloodlust, boys. Takes the head off a Speedak. He's on for a full ace in the pistol here. 3 kills. And now with Lollipop on the A site, they're just basically a formality. Sanji's locking down on long.
Yeah, he's going to get pinced at any second.
Yeah, and look at the taps. He eventually stabilizes, and the P250 connecting nicely into the head of Lollipop. Now just Mr. MDS, and he's kind of heard a bit of a role reversal. Taps the first, a chance onto Sanji, but Yakinda wants to fight, wants to duel. They can overwhelm him. There could be a triple peak. Oh, the tracking.
Bullets.
Oh, it's so sketchy. He's just trying to track. Good shooting.
1 bullet.
Go on.
Give it in a crack, making it as costly as possible. So 2 kills, an extra $600 for MDS there on the pistol round. And probably the force buy for Nemiga. And as I say, that box purchase on in, 5-7 and head armor. The rest will follow suit momentarily. We're going to have some HEs purchased on through. Some smoke grenades are always nice. MDS onto the MP9. Rifles looking good for the VP. Squadron, AK-47, Galil, Scout, Kick It.
VP subscribe to the Na'Vi School of Dust 2 at all?
Going long, they do. And when they do that long cross, they even prioritize a Molotov for Gandalf. That's one little added piece of the puzzle that VP go for with their set piece.
Does that come from long side through the smoke?
Yeah, as they get close to that smoke wall, they seem to just bank it off the back wall, land it there towards Gandalf and try and flush anybody out, isolating a couple of extra jewels. But Svedek wants to do exactly that. Aggressive. Molotov's going to land perfect time. He has to fight. He has to stand. And, well, he falls back. 10 HP of damage.
Chad is looking
tasty,
quite nice, isn't it?
Delicious.
Yes, it is a tantalizing morsel that they're going to have. Smoke goes up, no worries. MDS can get there, but the bomb's already crossed. Don't think he can do much with this gun.
I mean, he's just had the same conversation. He's backing away. And this is what you'll get familiar with here on Dust 2, but the B-site in particular, very, very vulnerable to the save call. As the CTs, they've invested so heavily into this one and would lose all their resources for a near impossible retake.
May I ask, why is it called Gandalf?
Good question.
You shall not pass.
Is that it?
Well, I'm not actually quite sure on the origins of it. I've had to pick things up from North American and European
Like an
Counter-Strike.
NA thing,
in Australia, I don't even remember what we would have called that.
I don't remember.
It's not a name that's too familiar with me. I've just heard
good to have it.
Spreckened, and I've just copied along. Trying to think what we would have named it. But maybe other people on the internet will know. They might have a good idea.
That's like the only one I actually don't know why it's called that.
It's
and it may be because they shouldn't get past that point.
As you're crossing there against an AWPer, maybe?
Sure.
I'm really just spitballing right now.
Oh, I see the theory to it too. I see that.
One of those games that we were talking about that individuals stepped on up within the playoffs was Lollipop on Dust 2. And that was against Fours in their quarterfinal match. Lollipop had 28 kills on Dust 2. So that's one of those big individual performances that I have been talking about for individuals across this Nemiga roster to get them to this point. So we have to see if anybody can replicate that for them here today. Now, it is these saved weapons once again, and the Force Buy still looks potent because of that saved factor. Nemiga double dipping, having a second crack and seeing if they can make this round even more costly than the last. This one they may as well go for. You don't really need to be carrying too much of these goodies across into the next round. Want to take away some AK-47s, get some upgrades for yourself, see if you could do economic damage to VP going forward. So this one will actually be more of a fight, regardless of how these opening picks fall on through. Box towards long, 5-7. Good weapon for the job. Can be very spammy, very mobile. Could get himself 2 here.
Surely gets flashed. You're going dry.
Got so much.
You go dry. Good first kill. Could have got a second. Could have taken control of the round. It's not to be. They do lose long control. And it does seem like Yakinda's duel is failed now. An AK falling into MDS's hands as he charges towards short. And they start their commitment, hoping that there will be some chaos manufactured here. The flash is the push, and Lollipop's got another. This is perfect work from Nemiga, and they will get 2 AKs for their troubles.
Great stuff there. So just poised as you like, trading in their advantage at long at the start of the round there. No utility used. VP trying to be slow and sneaky beaky, and it backfires in their face. They will be able to buy once more. Everybody on their side does have over 4K. The problem is less about the buy, but more of the ramifications of losing a round like that. If you remember Mirage, they kicked things off by winning their CT side of pistol and then lost the Force Buy. Here losing to, well, the saved guns, but we'll still call it a Force Buy even though there wasn't any monetary investment going into round number 3. VP losing to those upgraded SMGs and the pistols. It's not a round that you want to be dropping, especially within the early stages of your map pick. Money now, residual cash, fantastic for Nemiga going forward. If they lose this one, if the bounce back from Virtus.pro is felt, they will be able to get another gun round out. Geo, the only one who's opting with low cash, 300 remaining after a full investment onto that silenced M4 and utility. Diffuse kits in play, head armor for everybody. And if we take a look at VP's buy, there's been no dramas there either. AK-47s for 4. Kickett's the one who's opted to get that Galil. And he wanted the full set of utility himself. Flashes, smokes, nades towards long. That's drawing out a lot of this Nemiga utility early. Box makes it to pit. He'll call this clear. And fast down middle, Nemiga will trundle. So
they're going.
VP are going even, sorry.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this pace on him. Straight through. They fancied this before. Oh no, yeah. Gio's having a hard time.
Yeah, and it's down to MDS. He gets caught by Yakinda, continuing to impress us in the frag department.
Oh,
bad flash, and Gio will profit. Takes down Buster, finishes what he started, kick it lurking, but Yakinda's such a threat. He takes the boost E straight out, and he wants the sight as well. Gio's the only one cowering. Yakinda's walking in with the bomb. Oh, he knows. Left eye should be an advantage, but finds the head. Yakinda is a honest beast. And well, with Jame wrapping around, Speedax should be booked. Hard shots and oh dear. Fluffs his lines, bomb's not planted. Yeah, and Speedak's got 4 HP to work with. What does Yakinda do? Surely he doesn't throw away all this hard work. So much heavy lifting already.
Pushing this? No way. Maybe just hold the door for a second?
He's lost him now.
Maybe the consideration of tunnels now springs to mind, but Speedak is... Oh, this is baffling. Okay, Yakinda's bought himself some time, though. Has to be considering tunnels as the next priority place that potentially Speedak could have been. Bomb now planted, Speedak goes back to work.
Oh, Yakinda's giving himself so much to worry about.
Yeah. The box is his best bet. Knows Speedak is low. If he's exposed, though, nothing on the first sweep. We'll have to intermittently check doors, and he checks it. What a round from Yakinda. Quad kill. Sensational, picking at B and middle simultaneously. Gets 7 frags so far into the 5th round of play, but let's see this one again. Look at the frag. This second one onto box is hot.
Sliding out.
He is the turret, right? Because the crouching accuracy, it's fantastic. So you're always seeing Yakinda, most of his kills are while crouched. He loves it.
Crouching, tapping.
I want this guy to be the next rising star of the CIS region. I want this to transfer against better teams now. Keep it going. If he keeps on like this, if this is a trajectory, he is such an exciting prospect to see in the CIS region. Another massive individual talent coming out.
He's picked up as a rookie, so...
it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, seeing somebody like this putting these kind of numbers down throughout this tournament is fantastic work. But MDS, you're in trouble, my friend. Yakinda's coming. The turret's on his way.
The mobile turret. Now, luckily for MDS, he has some support, but Yakinda's there, and Yakinda gets it. Oh, that's not bad. Fully blinded at that point, but committed. Yakinda and Buster will fall foul as Gio will stay alive, gets support, gets help, and might just get the round finally.
Well, familiar territory now, folks. This is James saving an AWP. Will he manage, though? Box is on the hunt. He's often very alert and aware of the timings of these pushes.
He's boxed him in, Alex.
He has. But James, clinical, finding the first on the hunt for the James AWP. Lollipop working on the next.
Add her up.
I don't know if James was prepared for this. Making so many noises. Lollipop will communicate as to suicide being the peak, and he's going to get overrun and overwhelmed. Gio looking for his 4th frag. He deserves it. But James just doesn't miss. He has got his knife out and will fall, but keeps him honest. And actually, what could have some ramifications with the CT loss bonus. As any frag was a good frag, they are down to a double eco here.
It's not looking great for VP. I think they might force buy, or they should. You can see Kickett's actually purchased on him with some Kevlar there. We wanted more from Gio. He had a quiet first map. One of the names he wasn't fragging too well, and that's a huge triple spray down with the FAMAS. You don't see that every day of the week.
Yeah, flashed opponents. Great work.
It will be the force buy. You can see some Deagles coming through, Tech 9s, P250s, and light utility. Looks like it might be a B set piece, so waiting for this early... Oh, they're going in. They're committed. This is fast.
Very fast. Kicker gets past the first spray, and Gio's missed his AWP shot. This gets awkward now. The flashes are good. The spray's not so great. Sanji gets the first. And a steady aim from Yakinda doesn't pay off. Retake coming in thick and fast. Look at that. They weren't ready for that. Lollipop just charged in. New good Deagle shot from Buster. Needs a second. Both of them now on the wall. Smokes bloom. James trying to get into the site as best he can. They're going for the tunnels rotate. All 3 of them backing away. Box throwing util to keep him honest, but bomb planted and tunnels. Double AWP retake?
No flashes either.
I hate it.
James got himself an M4. They both have. This is suddenly a little bit more of a problem than before. 3 of them through tunnels, though. A choke point, it's close. They're going to see very little,
nice
honestly.
shooting.
Yeah, lovely shots from Speedak and Box.
Good damage done, but not able to convert those kills. Getting the plant down on that type of an eco is good, but VP will have to take another save. Now it might just be a partial. Some P250s, maybe some Deagles. There shouldn't be armor. There shouldn't be utility behind this. VP need to keep themselves honest as the scoreline gets tied up 3-3. You can see there with the loss bonus coming on through, some of the players sitting at roughly 3,500. That's where they can go for more of that investment. But it doesn't give them enough cash to warrant the force by now. A big round to win, and you can see Lollipop getting excited again. And the Lollipop camera there. What do you guys call that in the UK?
What?
His garment of clothing?
I don't know.
We call it a singlet.
Singlet.
Yeah.
Is it like a vest?
Yeah, you guys call it a vest.
There's another phrase for it. I don't know if it's particularly...
No, probably not.
No.
Oh, Hero AK. Buster's... well, he's not Superman. He can't fly. So that's not how you want to kick off that round. VP losing AK. That was purchased by Kickit. Kickit's not going to have a lot of cash to work with next round.
Kickit, he's just... All my money is in the...
The AK. Box could even grab that.
Okay.
Box grabs that.
Yeah.
Get rid of the M4 box.
Oh, that's
Lambs
another.
to a slaughter right now. This is going to be over nice and quick. They did get the M4. Sanji has peeled back with it, but with the bomb down, look at it. There's no more perfect position. The rotation isn't coming over just yet. Nemiga don't need to put too many forces behind this. Just look at it. It's this round is done. You'd have to try really hard to lose a round like this, I think. So just seeing if they can do any damage right now. VP, Sanji walking around with the M4A4, trying to find a bit of damage. Jane making some noise. Flash through middle, nobody home. Tucked on in, Lollipop didn't spot anybody, and he's trying to rotate over towards the bomb now. So just securing the round on Nemiga, and that's where we could see some Jules isolated. Sanji does take MDS, that's keeping the economy honest.
If they had the bomb, you could have seen so much more with it, couldn't you?
I'm really worried that they just don't die and they don't get any loss bonus. This is quite silly from VP. They're so far away from the core. The Sanji will fall. Lollipop will need to mop up the other two. They need to just run on in and die right now. You need the loss bonus. James, come on, mate. You have no AWP, and he'll fall as well. I understand what they were going for, but with the bomb so locked down towards the long doors, a lot of the time, if the bomb was, let's say, dropped close mid doors or dropped in lower tunnels or somewhere where the T's could take some territory back to take it, I'd say don't play the bomb, because what it does is it gives up your obvious position. But in that scenario, with the bomb down in long doors, it's such a good choke point for an AWP to hold. You know there's only pistols on the other side. You're able to lock that area down. And by going hunting like that, VP were running the risk of potentially not getting themselves the loss bonus. And
Quarter 3. Round 8. Map 2. The early util exchange of B. Bit of a change up from the CTs as well, sending Geo with his AWP towards A and Speedak filling the gap in mid and supporting B. Makes sense. Kinder pausing for now. He has the utility for the mid presence. James joining the party now. It seems like they'll go for the double smoke. A wall bang before he leaves, what do you reckon?
I don't think he'll fire that tight line.
I don't know, I like a parting gift.
Just a little... Oh, I know you could be there. He is perfectly covered, shrouded by the corner of the wall. The angle doesn't work out for him, and so it's time for smokes.
All right, let's see what he does here. Okay, to the wall.
This is the one on the box, I believe.
Walk forward.
Kicket's thrown the alternative. Oh, he's missed it.
It's not.
It's a different
beautiful.
smoke. And now Lollipop caught in it. All the same, doesn't matter. MDS under a lot of pressure. He's lost his teammates in the corner. Oh my god, he can get them all. A double kill. MDS once more, finally found. Jame relieves some pressure. Numbers favor VP. 30 seconds as they advance. Geo had one pot shot to hit, but as he misses, as that shot echoes across does too, we accept. And so do they, their fate. Box walking towards T-spawn. Could get Kickett here, but he's tucked in now, and it's very unlikely the Box is ready for this. So just a matter of time. If Box is saving here, chances are he will go unnoticed. I always go to this car in DM when I'm being rat.
I like short. Short is my rat area.
My Dust 2 DM rat car.
Some people love the lower dark.
Oh,
oh.
actually,
hello.